Warning, this podcast contains grown-up subjects and big boy words. It is intended for adults only, but we won't tell on you if you don't tell our grandmas how many swears we did.
Welcome to Only Mostly Thread, where three creative professionals thread our way through the frightening forests of peculiar posts, attempt to answer curious questions, and dive deep into Reddit's reserves, all to bring something special to you. I'm your friendly neighborhood film guy and hairiest host, Devin Hoy.
I'm your metal musician and resident asshole, Lily Andromeda.
I'm your rambling writer and hostess with the mostest anxiety, Sarah Lorish.
So, I have something to start with today. I am going to Canada in a couple of days, which I guess means by the time you guys, the listeners, are hearing this, I will already be back from Canada and we'll have had a fantastic time on the last two shows that Master Sword is doing potentially ever. Yay!
Woohoo!
That's so exciting,
That's
Lily.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm a little sad about it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm also excited for all the stuff I have currently cooking. So it's going to be bittersweet. Or will have been bittersweet.
Yeah. How long have you been in the band?
Like 6 or 7 years now, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. But I've been in 2 bands before this one. Like, you know, this is just the longest I've been in a band.
Thanks to all you Canadians for coming to the show.
Yep, thanks for coming out.
Do you have like a really big fan base in Canada?
I guess I'll find out in a couple of days. I mean, we have some fans in Canada. We have some fans all over the place, most of which are very sad about the fact that we're kind of going to not do stuff anymore. But we are still going to release the album, and we still have some Kickstarter rewards to give out. So, and I've got original stuff and am in potential conversations with other bands. So, yeah, fun time.
Cool.
Woo.
Lots on the horizon.
Lots on the horizon.
Have you ever been out of the country before?
Oh, no, I have not. So this will be the first time I've ever been out of the United States. So obviously Canada was my first choice because
No offense.
because healthcare.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so exciting.
Figured I'd just stay there. So maybe I won't come back. You never know.
Yeah. When you're watching this, Lily may or may not be in the United States.
Yeah, maybe I'll still
She's
be in
just going to
Canada.
defect.
Yep.
Well, this is a show where we play a game, so I guess we should play a game,
Let's do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
play that game.
All right.
What's the score, Sarah, presently?
Let me explain it. We play a game that
But
we
I want
like
to
to
hear
call
the
nutting.
score.
Nut stands for something,
Okay,
and I'm
fine.
going to tell them what it stands for. As somebody who doesn't have 40 points, I'm going to get my spotlight one way or the other. Nut stands for Nuclear Unit Tussle, which is a game we play where we look at Ask Reddit threads and try and guess what we think will be in the top 10 answers. We get awarded points in a descending value. If someone guesses the top answer, they get 10 points. Second answer gets 9 points, all the way down to 1 point for the 10th answer. Sarah is the reigning nut master from the last 100 point gathering, and she's also the scorekeeper.
So what's the score?
All right. So the score is in descending order. Lily is at 40. Devin is at 28. And I'm at 17. So it's anyone's game.
But mostly Lily's. At least for now. For
We
this
shall
moment.
see.
I'm sure I'll get my ass kicked today because I'm gloating so much.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
I don't know. I think it's when you win the crown and you start to lose your brains.
It's sucking my brains out.
The crown just stealing your thought.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up 2 songs right now, and then I'll have to get
There
points
you
on
go.
both of the nuts.
I don't know. I've done that before and it didn't work.
Well, you also have so many points.
It's true. But that time that didn't work. So I don't
Devin, this is
trust
a really
Oh.
long time that you're not in last place.
Yeah, what, 2 episodes?
it. You're doing so
No,
good.
I think it might be 3. I don't know.
Wowee.
Yeah, I think it's been a few.
Might I remind all of you who have giant heads right now that I think in the first season I got to like 50 some
Yeah,
with
and
no
then you
competition.
sat there forever. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
then I
enough.
lost very hard.
That's what I'm banking on.
Yeah, I feel good about
Rude.
my place right now. Okay.
Posted by user Optic Fawn. What is a small injury but hurts a lot? Stubbing your toe.
Ooh.
That's a good one. A splinter.
Ooh.
That's really good. Or a paper cut.
A burn.
Paper cut.
Well,
Dang
if you
it,
were
I was
gonna, if
opening
you
my
were
mouth
gonna
to
say it,
say
you can use it. You can have it.
Burn.
Okay.
Listen, if anyone gets burned, it's gonna be me.
I choose paper cut.
Paper
That
cut's
is a good
really
one.
good.
Like bumping your funny bone.
I was
but
thinking that too.
it doesn't hurt as much as a paper cut.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think
hit
stubbing your
mine
toe
yesterday.
is more than paper cut.
Ugh, and it still hurts. I hit like not quite my funny bone, but like the outside bone of
Oh,
my
you
elbow.
hit the actual bone.
Ugh.
What about a broken toe?
Yeah, because that's like an actual injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it a small injury if you break a bone?
But there's so many bones in your foot. Like that's what I'm.
It's a small injury, but it also like not only does it hurt a lot, but it stops you from being able to do a lot. Like you wouldn't realize how much like your pinky toe is required.
Right. Or like a sprained
Yeah.
ankle.
Yeah.
If Lily goes with broken toe, Sarah, she's just sweeping it right out from under you. You're like a stub toe, and Lily's like a broken toe.
They're different though. Stubbed
Yeah,
is
I'll
different than
be
breaking.
really sad. I feel like stubbing your toe, that feels so right to me.
It feels really good.
What else?
I just don't know what I should go with. There's so many good options. And I've hurt myself so many times that I can just think of all of the things.
Hurt my
yeah, like hitting your shin
today
on
God.
a shopping cart specifically.
on a shopping cart.
Oh my God.
Where is there an angle
So-
on a shopping cart that your shin lines up with?
I don't know, but in gymnastics, I used to hit my shins on bars a lot. And like, I swear I had like a permanent divot in my shins and like a soft spot almost. And when I would go to the grocery store and walk through the grocery store, there's this little bar that's like, I don't know, a few centimeters like around, and it's right at the bottom of the shopping cart. And if you hit it, it's right in that spot where I swear I have like only nerves and no bone. And it's so painful. Worse than stubbing your toe.
When I was in middle school, we had a gym that like had a stage attached to it, which was just like a smaller gym up there. And like we would go up in that smaller one to play dodgeball and stuff. One of the days that we were going up there, one of like the cool kids who like does acting out sort of things for attention and etc. did like a standing jump onto the stage, except he didn't make it the whole way up and he just landed by smashing his shins on like the
Oh my
edge
God.
of the stage.
That's
And
horrible.
I've thought about that every time I've gone to climb up onto a stage
Yeah.
and I stop and I go one leg at a time.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Ooh, stoving your fingers like on a basketball or something.
Oh yes.
Is that like stubbing your toe but for your
Bam.
finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hurts
Okay,
so
yeah.
bad.
On volleyballs.
I think I'm either going to go with the splinter or burn. And I can't decide if burn is going to be on there because, like, it feels like a serious injury, but I feel like it's only a serious injury if it's me.
Like-
so if you literally
Well, what
give
if you get,
yourself
like,
a third degree burn from your
burn?
lunch, but if you just like burn yourself on like a pan or something, it still
Yeah.
hurts for like an entire day
Yeah.
because it stings so bad. Or like
Or your
burning yourself
curling
with a
iron.
curling iron. I'm going to say
Yeah.
a burn, I think.
Speaking of gym class, what about like running over your fingers on those little spinning or not spinning, those little seats with the
little,
wheels?
like,
What are they called?
Seat cart things? I don't know, but they're for bumper cars with no bumpers.
Yeah. I remember like my freshman year of college, there were so many memes. Like it's when memes and like the FU memes, like that guy that made the face that was like, you know, yeah. Those were going around and there was like one with those carts and it just was huge and it was very relatable.
Yeah. Gotta hold on to those handles at all times.
Yeah, except if you hold on to them and you hit somebody else, then your fingers just get crushed.
Yeah, that's why you gotta hit feet first. Don't get hit first.
That's the
I
advice we
guess
want to give
so.
children everywhere.
Yeah, that's what they teach at Park Forest
Yeah.
Elementary School.
Damn, Park Forest is ratchet.
All right, I think I'm going to go with stubbing your toe.
Stubbing your toe.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a burn.
Burn. Paper cut.
This is like unfolding before our eyes. There's 35 people here, it says, and it was posted a day ago.
Ooh, I'm so scared because I feel like a splinter is going to be on there, but I'm going with
Mine
burn.
says that there's 81.5 thousand people here.
What?
Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Oh, that's probably the community.
Oh, yeah.
there's
In this
81.5
actual
thousand people in
thread.
Ask Reddit.
Oh, the funny part is the top says 30_4 as the user who says, and I'm so mad because I was going to say this, but then I thought it wasn't really an injury. But I literally had one the other day. Not sure if user 34 says, not sure if this qualifies as an injury, but a pimple in a nostril or ear can fuck right the hell off.
Ugh, I would never even have thought of that.
It's not really
but
an injury. And I did think of it, but I didn't say it because I was like, well, technically it's not an injury. So.
Yeah, then the prompt should have been, what is something that isn't
that
a big
hurts.
deal but hurts?
Right?
Well, once you start like dealing with it, it kind of becomes an injury,
That's
right?
true.
Only if you mess with
Create
it, which
a
you're not
wound.
supposed to. Yeah, you create your
Listen,
own wounds.
I've handled every pimple that I've ever gotten by just shooting that thing off the face of the earth.
I don't believe
by
that
gouging
for a
it away.
second.
Yeah,
No,
you would
I don't
have
squeeze
such-
them and pop them. I just go, "Gah," and that's it.
You
think
must
that's
not
how
have had
that
a lot
works.
of
It's gone.
pimples because
Yeah,
you don't have
no.
like terrible acne scarring or anything like that.
Yeah.
I have pretty clear skin, but I
Yeah.
got like,
Rolling my
I
eyes
was
at
a
him.
teenager. I got a bunch of pimples and stuff. And I was
Wow,
like,
your skin
"Gross."
healed really, really well then.
Yeah.
It's
But
my
Devin's so
superpower, is-
squeamish about pimples, though. Like,
Well, they're disgusting.
They
and
are
they
so
make me
disgusting.
nauseous.
yeah. I'm not going to tell that story.
I want to hear this story sometime.
Well, I'm gonna edit it slightly.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go all the details, but she had a pimple and she wanted me to.
I could not
Pop
reach the
it.
pimple, so I made him
Yeah.
because I couldn't see it. I was like trying to pop it, and I was like, I can't like. So if you could pop it for me, and he was so like grossed out the whole time, and
I did it.
I know I really appreciate it, babe. You're amazing.
That's
But
so sweet.
he was trying so hard, and then he thought he was done, and I was like, I can feel that you still did not get it. Like, I need you to keep doing it because like it drives me absolutely crazy to feel like I can feel it still in there. You know how when you know when it's done because like you feel that like pop of release, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
And then it like aches, but it doesn't like. I don't know. Doesn't feel like there's a pimple in there anymore.
Devin is so ill right now.
He's so traumatized. And
It
then
like actually gives me a
then
gag
It
reflex.
started
makes my
talking
stomach hurt too.
we started talking about it, and then I started looking up pimple videos because I'm one of those
That's
people
where I draw the line.
who will watch other people pop pimples. That is me. I am the person who looks them up
You know
online
who
and is like,
else?
that's disgusting, and just watches the video.
Yeah,
Who else?
Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter,
Yep.
Team Pimple.
Yeah, and
Why
it
does
makes
the
me
universe-
it makes me gag. Bring these two types of
does-
people together. I don't know.
Why does the universe balance us so?
But the next time, or the first time we ever go on vacation with you guys, I'm just going to be sitting with Hunter on the beach watching pimple popping videos.
And I'll be
Ah.
so far out of earshot
Hey.
because, yeah, I can feel
I'll
it.
be
Gonna be
out in the water
amazing.
drowning.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not disgusting. I'm just saying I can't look away.
You can't
it's like
look
a car
away.
crash. I just can't stop
You don't
watching
have
it.
to start looking.
And I'm like,
you don't have
and
to
it's
look
just like,
in the
oh, I
first
bet
place.
that person's feeling so good right now with all this shit coming out of their face. Like,
No, we're
both of your
done.
faces right now. I really just want to keep talking about it, but I won't.
We're done. I'm so sorry, audience.
I'm not.
For the thing that you don't know about because I've edited the whole thing out.
Oh, don't be like that. This
No.
one's actually really funny. This next one.
The joke doesn't work if I actually edit it out. Leon
Oh my God.
Avantage says, my dog getting up and leaving after I sit down by him.
Yeah. This also applies
no.
to cats.
That's the best answer. I love it the most.
Yeah. I didn't
So
know this was going to be
funny.
a silly one. So
I
good.
know.
They said
I feel like
small
none of us are
injury.
going to get on the board.
Sublime Vibe said, standing upright and immediately smacking your head on the corner of an open cabinet. Oh, I can feel
Ugh.
it.
That's so awful.
Or door or other similar hazard you were aware of was there, but momentarily forgot about. Yeah.
I feel like it always
Yeah.
happens when you're like either in a bad mood or really sad already. So then you just immediately start to cry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel it so much because I feel like the last time it happened to me, I was having a really shitty day and I was just like,
It's true.
And just like walked and just
It
like
never-
died on the bed.
this action never starts a bad mood. It happens because of a
Yeah,
bad mood.
100%. Because you're
Because
not
you're not
really paying
thinking.
attention. You're like upset about something or whatever.
When we were first moving into our first apartment, Hunter was mad at something he couldn't like build right, or something was going wrong while we were trying to move
Legos?
in. Yeah, yes. Our Lego bed, actually, he couldn't put it together. Everything was just upside down. He like walked into the closet and bent down and like stood up and like hit his forehead on, those like really shitty wire like shelves. Instead of having real wooden shelves, you get horrible. Yeah. So it didn't have like a little rubber end on one of the sharp edges, and he like gashed his forehead and he was yelling and he was so mad, but he had this like little trickle of blood on his forehead.
God.
Yeah. And he didn't hit it that hard. He just like scraped it, but he was so
Well,
mad.
head wounds
that
just
hurts.
like
They bleed and bleed.
Yeah.
no matter how little they are.
But he was so mad to start with, and then he was so mad.
Typical issue 4481 says cutting fingernails or toenail too short.
Oh.
Hangnail is another
What?
one that I thought about. That's
That
a
is
really good
such
one.
a good answer.
Does yours have a different one?
Hangnail's really good. No, I'm just like, how do you cut your fingernails too short?
Oh, honey, have you
how
never
does
done
that-
that?
Real.
Like I get
When you're trying to get it straight across when it's jagged, but you then overestimate or
And then you try to
whatever,
do
and then you-
tappy on the table, and you just hit your fingers, and it just hurts so bad.
No, I cut like my fingernails.
Sarah's face.
Like my fingers go past my fingernails,
Ah.
but like I don't know how to cut them too short.
Well, it would be to the point where like they're tender. So like you
Yeah.
don't cut past the white, right?
I cut like right up to where the white,
It happens-
like just to get the white. Like you can't cut past that because that's where it's connected.
Well, you can cut right up to the skin, or like file up to the
Right.
skin, and that's
Yeah.
where it gets really tender.
Like if you have a hangnail or if you like me chew your nails a lot and then you try to like clean them up, then you get a situation where your fingers are really tender and like it's a whole situation. So
Yeah.
that happens to me whenever I get anxious.
I just eat.
You know what? Shut your face.
Sufkin Silly says anything that's related to your teeth.
I consider
Yeah, like if
that
you
a
bite your
major
tongue
injury.
or
Okay,
something.
biting your tongue, yes.
Yeah, but that's not really, well, I guess it's related to your teeth because you bit your tongue. But
Or if you get
I feel like they're
a-
talking about tooth pain,
Yeah.
which I feel like is not minor because it can like hurt your brain.
Yeah, I think tooth stuff is not minor.
I consider that a serious thing that you need to get taken care of.
Ah, Trailer Park Prepper said, stubbing your toe.
Woo!
Hey yo.
Nice.
And Sarah's on the board.
5?
5? Yeah.
Creeping my way up.
Oh, also, Nutmaster Sarah's mandate for this entire season, if you will, until somebody else gets crowned the Nutmaster, is that whenever you get points, you have to do a dramatic reading, or reading in the style of your choice, of song lyrics.
Okay. I liked what you did with yours and Lily's dramatic reading, so I'm going to let you pick what music would be best with it.
Okay.
You wanna hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You
I
better
think
work,
Devin
bitch.
just died.
You want a Lamborghini? Sip martinis? Look hot in a bikini? You better work, bitch. You want to live fancy? Live in a big mansion? Party in France? You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. Now get to work, bitch.
That's magical.
I'm so glad I got to
guess-
do that one. I thought of it today and I was like, man, that one's going to
That's
be good.
beautiful.
3 guesses as to what song was in my workout playlist.
If it's
That
not in
one.
your workout playlist, what are you doing?
Not on
who
mine.
are you?
But
No?
there's a bunch of metal on mine. So
Oh, there's a bunch of metal on mine too.
yeah, but mine's
then there's
just
Britney Spears.
Mine's just metal.
Well,
And
mine
Britney
is
Spears,
all-
but mine's Circus. So
Oh my God,
Okay.
Circus was on mine too.
I love Circus.
Mine's a lot of metal and then some like really intense like cinematic scores that like make you feel like
Yes.
doing stuff.
Okay, but like I don't
Interstellar.
work out to
And-
those.
No, some of them are really good.
I'm
It's
just
not like,
imagining you working out to
"Oh,
like the Indiana Jones theme.
no, more like
Good.
more like intense stuff and like
I know,
action
but
forward
in my
things.
mind, that's
And
what
then
you're doing.
Britney Spears telling me if I want to look hot in a bikini, I better work, bitch.
Well, you better.
Yeah.
Devin's clearly working on that bikini bod.
Yep.
Emotional e-girl says, when your calf cramps up, I've screamed and cried so hard and loud during the middle of the night when it happens to me. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's
Drink
like
more water,
scary.
emotionally, girl.
Yeah. Well, mine
And
are
eat
my
bananas.
feet. My feet will cramp and then it like folds in half and it's like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
I used to wake up to cramping calves.
Really?
And
Really?
yeah,
I don't know why
Yeah.
I said it like that.
Oh,
and it's
really?
the worst, and you can't do anything, and then you just wait it out.
It's
So now I
awful.
drink 100 gallons of water per day.
So that's
Wow.
why.
Yeah, that feeling makes me like claustrophobic. Like I want to unzip out of my skin.
Overlander 9706 says, paper cut.
Yay.
Woo! Let's see.
2,
Oh, is it 2?
3.
3?
Yeah. Hot dog.
Devin, you're kind of close again there.
Chickadee, China.
Oh my God.
The Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on? Or Dollar Maze on? I hope the smoking man's in this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Sting, I'm tantric. Like Snickers, guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films. But if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gotta get a set of better clubs. Gotta find the kind with tiny nubs. Just so my irons aren't always flying off the backswing. Gotta get in tune with Sailor Moon. Cause that cartoon has got the boom. Anime babes, they make me think the wrong thing.
That song is a lot more gross than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It started to get very unsettling there near the end. I was like, I don't remember this from my childhood. What is happening?
Yep.
Smudger510 said biting your tongue, cheek, or lip.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
Sucks.
Yep. And then this is number 10.
Martina313 says having the tiniest of wounds on your lady parts and then going to the bathroom. Oh yes, that hurts. And then
Also,
2 down
Getting
from there is
bitten by
burning
an ant when you're peeing.
the roof of your mouth. What?
Oh my
You've
God.
gotten bit by an ant while you're peeing?
Nope, that's what someone said
Oh
in,
my
the, in
goodness.
the replies.
How? I have follow-up questions.
Probably
On your
outside.
labia?
Yeah, probably it's
Hmm.
like squatting to pee outside, like while camping or something.
Ooh.
Well, the ant was probably like in the pants because
One would
like
think.
that's a long way to get
Yeah.
up there, just like in a pee
Unless they
session.
just like sat straight down in the grass.
They fully sit on the ground cross-legged to pee.
Oh my God. And then another person said, meanwhile, the poor ant almost drowned.
Well, I'm not going to kink shame.
All right.
2 of us got some points, and now it's time to go into a second nut to see if we could get any more. Close that gap, or see if Lily pulls ahead.
Posted by user Pretty33 says, what are examples where the saying bigger is better isn't true?
Dead. Bills.
Oh,
Yeah, oh dang, that's real good.
that is really good. Sunburn.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I thought of that. That's so random.
A dentist drill, a cavity.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wounds in
Yeah.
general.
Wounds.
A comet headed toward Earth,
Oh, a drop, like
like a
if
fall.
you're falling from something.
Yeah.
A lie.
Then it becomes the rumor weed.
And then Larry Boy has to kill it. Or no, he doesn't. He can't. Larry Boy does nothing in that
Larry
movie.
Boy is absolutely useless. And, you know, thus the lesson that a big lie is bad.
Bigger than Larry Boy.
Yeah.
This is the VeggieTales content you all come here for.
Yes. That's a deep cut for those of you who also grew up with VeggieTales.
I'm just going to say sex.
Bigger sex.
Yep.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because there is such a thing as too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a a strap-on.
Right.
Bigger is better isn't always
Honestly, sex toys too. I would say bigger is not always better.
true. Guitars.
Mm.
Because your hands are only so big.
It's true.
See, something's hitting me about cavity, but I don't think it's going to be on there.
I don't know.
And then there's dark stuff like tumor.
Oh my God, Devin.
Well,
I'm just saying.
that's true.
Yeah, but Jesus.
Or like, body counts.
Foreheads.
I think yours is going to be on there, Lily.
What, sex?
Because this is Reddit and it's
Yeah.
just full of horny goobers.
yeah.
True. I don't know. The last time I feel like I had a sex thing, it wasn't on there. It was just a bunch of
You
weird
mean-
stuff.
Do you mean when you argued that you should be able to plug headphones into your vibrator?
No, that was a very different
I can't
time.
believe that wasn't on there.
I know. I still think that I was right. So
Well, the whole bigger is better. I immediately think of that, like bigger
Yeah.
is better in bed kind of thing. So I feel like you
Yeah.
have a pretty good chance.
And in like unrelated threads, like on Reddit, there's always somebody who points that out.
Yeah,
that,
that's true.
Actually,
yeah.
I've been with
Actually.
somebody. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys solidified your answers?
What's mine? Oh, bills or
That's
debt.
going to be on
Debt.
there. That's a
Debt.
really good one. Because anything I thought
Yeah.
of had to do with a bill or a debt, like a
Yeah.
hospital bill.
A bill is
or-
a debt, so I guess I should say bills.
Yeah, I
Or
can't
debt.
swoop in with the other one. Like rust patch on your car. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. There's something we're missing. There's an obvious, like, there's a really good one we're
There's
missing.
several obvious ones that I'm sure we're
Yeah.
missing.
I'm gonna go with like a laceration or something.
Yeah, you could just say a wound. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Or an
wound. We're all in
injury.
separate enough fields
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I'm gonna go with injuries.
Okay.
So injuries, bills or debt, and then sex.
And ding dongs.
Yeah.
Sex.
But it has to be ding dong.
Okay, well, that's not going to
Or
be on there because nobody says
pee-pees.
fucking ding dong. All right, are we ready?
How amazing would it be if we scroll down and the top
Ding
answer was
dongs?
someone just saying ding dong?
I would laugh
Not even plural.
so hard.
Just ding dong.
Oh,
User
Devin!
Holy smokes. User Granchnow 2002 says ding dong. No, tumors.
Man.
I'm so sorry. You should have gone
I
with
really
that.
didn't think that was going to be
You
the top
told me.
answer.
Don't listen to me.
I felt it.
And I didn't even
felt
say
it.
not to pick it. I just shamed you for picking it because it's so
Yeah, I know.
traumatic.
I felt it. There's a lot of dark people on the internet.
You knew. You knew.
It felt right.
Yeah. That,
But the shame.
Yeah.
The shame.
It's one of those answers. Trevor Wayne said hemorrhoids. Also such a good answer.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that a wound or is that what is that? What is
It's
is it
a
thing?
mass. It's like a growth.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a wound.
No.
I'm gonna Google.
You want that in your search history?
It's from like squeezing too hard when you poop and having babies, I think. And
Oh, geez.
it's not an
Well,
insane
Oh,
disease.
inside of your rectum or outside of your anus can cause pain,
All right.
anal itching,
Okay.
and rectal
Yep.
bleeding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
You can-
sounds awful.
Yeah, the
Not a
joys
wound.
of childbirth. So many things they never tell you.
Not a wound.
Yep, not going to do that.
Yeah, I feel that.
So deleted user says phones. They are too big now. You can't fit them easily into your hand or pockets, and I agree with that.
The phones these days are too big. Sanido 499 says the length of silence after you ask someone to marry you.
That's really good.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
come on.
So
I didn't.
good.
These are obscure.
That's a good one.
This is actually really funny, this next one.
Rikika 3522 said microbiologist. The bigger ones are just biologists. Oh my God.
That's so cute,
Shut
though.
up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. M. Yars, I don't know, says kidney stones. That is very true, I'm sure.
Is that an injury? No, it's not. It's another.
Yeah, it's like you should have said medical conditions.
Did you read this last one? You read kidney stones, Lily?
Yeah.
So I have to say this?
Take a look at my
I was-
enormous.
So wedding, hoping not to have to say this.
All right, well, the user deleted says, dick,
He says ding dong.
ding dong.
Oh, you're not going to read the rest
And,
of
Oh,
it?
he says something
No,
else.
then he just
too.
does a very obvious, like,
Do you want me to read
ooh,
it?
fake brag.
I have no
Yeah, sure.
monster cock, but I'm thick, and I've had a few times where it has prevented me from doing the nasties.
Which is paraphrasing. But I didn't want to say it the way he said it because it just sounded gross the way he
Yeah,
said
it
it. So.
sounds so gross.
It was just too skeezy
He
for
was
me
like,
to...
I'm just like so good that like the girls just can't even handle me. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just,
It's no monster dog, but I'm extra thick. It's like someone cut down a redwood tree. It's like
wow,
a can
here
of
we
tuna.
go. This is like the place where, oh, I guess I get to do a dramatic reading.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah.
read.
So how many points? Is it 4?
Yep.
All right. I was ready. So get ready for this, y'all. Way back when I was just a little bitty boy, living in a box under the stairs, in the corner of the basement of the house, half a block down from Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going swell and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Ugh, big bowl of sauerkraut. Every single morning. It was driving me crazy. And I said to my mom, I said, hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut? And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she said, it's good for you.
Is it cheating to pick a song that he's basically just talking through?
No, I think I just made the best choice. So you're welcome,
Yeah, no,
everyone.
it's true. It was also really great to hear the parts where he does it musically, like big bowl of sauerkraut, just as
Big bowl of
just as talking.
Justin Christoph said, your prostate. It's
Yay!
true, though.
not supposed to be big.
I was going to say, it popped into my head and I didn't say it, but a colonoscopy camera.
Ooh,
Like the
that's
bigger
so
it gets,
specific, though.
I know there's a reason I didn't say it. Son of a gun.
Yep. Candy Toad says dit, and Sarah's
Dit?
on the board.
What is that? A fat 2 points?
2 points.
All right. Pull up in the monster, automobile gangster, with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in that Tonka, color of Willy Wonka. You could be the king, but watch the queen conquer. Okay, first things first, I'll eat your brains. Then I'ma start rockin' gold teeth and fangs. Cause that's what a motherfucking monster do. Hairdresser from Milan, that's the monster do. Monster Giuseppe Heel, that's the monster shoe. Young Money is the roster and the monster crew. And I'm all up in the bank with a funny face. And if I'm fake, I ain't notice, cause my money ain't. So let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times your pay? 50K for a verse? No album out? Yeah, my money's so tall that my Barbie's gotta climb it. Hotter than a Middle Eastern climate. Violent. Oh, okay, that's good.
That was amazing.
What is that song about?
I have no idea.
It's Monster by Kanye West, and it was a Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay.
That explains
I
some
felt-
things.
I felt like it was
why I've
Kanye
never
West.
heard it before.
It's also brought to you by Timothy Chalamet's new project, Wonka.
Yeah. But Kanye doesn't sing that part because I'm not a big supporter of Kanye at the
Not a
moment.
big, yeah,
or
not a
ever
big
again, I
Kanye.
guess.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah,
never
those
really
are Nicki
on that
Minaj's lyrics.
train.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
And Arataki Ito says breasts, for me at least.
You just didn't want to say breasts.
Breasts.
Breasts. Say boobies, Devin. Say boobies.
No.
Boobies.
Also, 2 answers down is also big boobs. So,
Boobies. They are apparently. So I
Hey.
hear
guess what?
painful. What?
3 answers down is a colonoscopy scope.
Oh,
What?
shit!
That's
3
Yeah.
down. And that's so specific.
Wow, a meteor
Impressive.
crashing
Yeah.
into Earth is an answer too.
Wow.
Which
Look
is
at you
funny.
guys go.
That's it. Some of us got points.
Yeah, good nuts.
Yeah, good for you.
Oh, did you not get any points this time? You got them the first time, though.
Yeah, I got it on the first round, but I was ready for a double hitter.
Oh. Well, I didn't get them on the first round. I only got them on the second round.
It was hubris. What are our scores at
All
the
right.
end of this?
At the end of this nut, the scores are okay. Lily's at 44, Devin is at 31, and I'm at 24.
Devin's catching up.
Oh.
Yeah, closing that gap.
We're both catching up. Watch your butt.
Yep, watch that butt.
Here on Butt Watch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, still
Everyone was
there.
supposed to turn
Okay.
around at the same time.
Yeah, but then I couldn't say anything.
Whatever.
Welcome to Butt Watch.
Welcome to Butt Watch.
The meta podcast in the middle of your podcast. And this just in, all three butts are still here. That's it for Butt Watch today.
I love butt watch.
Butt Watch is great.
Let's disagree to agree.
Butt Watch.
Are you writing down Butt Watch?
Yep. I've
Somebody
got like
has
a little
to.
army of Post-it notes over here.
Uh,
Because then I'll think of a cute little graphic for Sarah to do, like I thought of the cat
I've got
and the
some
computer for the...
2 really cute sketches in the works,
cool.
if I do say so myself.
Okay, we're gonna fill out the end of this episode with a few statements that we talk about whether we agree or disagree with them. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. This is called Disagree to Agree. And the first one is that ads for kids should be banned.
Disagree.
Yeah.
Why?
They shouldn't have to buy stuff or think about buying
Yeah, I
stuff.
agree. I agree with it. Ads for kids should be banned.
Yeah, I agree too.
Why?
Because like it's predatory.
Yeah, don't lure them into capitalism.
Yeah. Your kids are watching some like learning thing and then all of a sudden they get an ad that's like all the cool kids have candy
Well,
cigarettes.
first of
You should
all,
ask
I
your
don't think that they
mom
do
to
ads
buy
like
them
that
all.
anymore for candy cigarettes, at
This
least.
is the coolest and best, most expensive toy in the world, but your parents don't love you if they don't buy it for
Well,
you.
they don't say those words. I don't
It's
know.
implied.
I feel like
It is implied.
You can't. I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong with ads for stuff. Like, yeah, I wanted some of that stuff when I was a kid, but I wasn't like tantruming if I didn't get it. So I feel like maybe just, I don't know, better parent your kids so that they're not little dickholes.
I feel like it introduces you to the fear of missing out so early. Like, and the
that's
fear
true.
of not
Yeah,
having
FOMO.
things. Like, you don't need to know yet.
Yeah. I would be
Yeah.
more down with not having ads targeted specifically at like a gender than like I don't feel strongly about it for kids for like toys and stuff, but I guess like I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I could go without gendered ads too. I mean, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like ads for women have always made us all feel fat and ugly since the dawn of forever. So,
And dirty.
Yeah.
And like you don't have enough yogurt.
Like, literally, I could never have enough yogurt.
But I do feel like my skin should look like those people when they put that makeup on. And that makes me feel sad when that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I do feel like I should look like a ripped lumberjack.
Shut up, Devin.
Beauty standards.
They apply to guys too.
Yeah,
They do. And different societal expectations apply.
I
as
agree.
Well.
I think
They
that
might-
guys,
Strength and stoicism
Yeah.
and dehydration.
but I
to
feel
the
like
point
guys
where-
on a more regular basis are expected to do less about their appearance. Like the whole dad bod thing
I was
has
just
been
about to
in
say,
for way
yeah.
longer than like women's
Yeah, what about
actually
mom
being
bods?
comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah.
just, like,
and
lazy
it's been
girl
around for a
bods.
while.
Right. And you'll find way more comments shaming a woman who's trying to be open about how she's looking than you will on a man's post. Just, I don't know.
Agreed.
Maybe that's a
But
we're
sexist
talking-
comment, but I feel like that's just my experience.
But we're talking about ads and
For kids.
like well whatever, but ads in general, like there aren't any. It's weird because it feels like it's counterintuitive, but like ads for men, like targeted to men, have like ripped hot men, like impossible men. Like none of them are like, here's what a real man looks like. They're like, all of you are Greek gods, right?
But I feel like the
You should be a
difference
Greek
is,
god with me.
I feel like the difference is both the ads that are targeted at men and both the ads that are targeted at women are all via the male gaze. Like that's the problem, is that like men feel like men should look like this and men feel like women should look like this, but women don't generally give a shit about like you'll see like super hot mom person with, you know, average looking dude and people don't really question it because it's fine. Like, why would
Yeah.
you? Who the fuck cares
the
what everybody
reason-
looks like? But women don't
the
generally
reason that
care.
it happens
Women tend to be,
isn't-
or men tend to be more gross
The
about.
reason that it's happening isn't in dispute. The fact that it's happening is the problem. Almost everything that's ever gone wrong in history is man's fault. So we're all
Because
on the
they've been in
same
charge
page
for so
there.
long. Maybe if they let
Yeah.
other people do stuff, then they wouldn't get the blame for all of this nonsense. Just
No
saying.
argument from me.
But yeah. But I would tend to agree that maybe ads should be limited, or parents should at least have the option to limit ads
Yeah.
for their kids, or like select ad free if they don't want their kids to be watching that stuff, which they might
Yeah.
already be able to do.
It's possible. Next, homework shouldn't exist.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. What are you in
Homework is
school for 8
stupid.
hours for?
Right. Like I need to have a life outside of school because I don't have
Yeah.
time for a life outside of work.
Now that it doesn't affect me anymore, my opinion is still very strong in that it shouldn't be a thing. Like, how about you think about your adult life and instill that, okay, get your work done in
Right.
work hours and don't
Exactly.
take it home with you.
I was just thinking
Thank
about
you.
that. If you can't get it done during the day, during the 8-hour day, well, there's nothing that can't
It's
wait
tomorrow's
until
problem.
tomorrow.
Yeah, they're just teaching kids to not be able to separate work and life.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's gotten so much worse. Like the amount of
Yeah.
homework kids have, it's just like really gross.
Well, it gives kids back problem. Well, it did whenever they had textbooks anyway
Yeah.
that weren't electronic.
My parents just used to tell me that they like had nowhere near the amount of homework that I had. And then like I know that it just continually got worse and worse to the point where like
Yeah.
kids don't get to rest. They have no free time. They learn from a young age that
It's
there's no such thing as free time, and you shouldn't have free time.
your time is not as valuable as the things that you're beholden to.
And
Which
if
is
you
a
need a
load of
break, no, you
malarkey.
don't.
No. If you want to succeed, better work off the clock.
Right.
better work,
What is-
bitch.
what is break? We've
If
come
you
full
wanna-
circle. You better work, bitch.
If you want a Bugatti and a hot body, do your homework, kids.
That's the message.
Okay. Immortality would be miserable.
Agree.
Yeah. It'd be different if like you could just like choose when to go.
Yeah.
Like you could be immortal until you're just like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think that it would be great for a bit, and then you would run into like the loved ones thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be terrible for a while, and then it would start to get good again, and then it would be great for a little bit. But then, like, you would eventually end up caring for people again and get hurt again that way. But eventually, like, way down the line, you'll probably have done like everything that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can do.
And
then
once
you'd be
you've
like, well, I'm
lived
bored.
like so long, how short do regular human lifespans start to feel to you? Like, do you just start not getting close to anyone because you're like, you're just going to go? Because
Right.
what's 50 years with somebody when I've been here for like 1,000?
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like there is something to be said for like the mortality of things giving us drive and motivation to accomplish things. Like if you knew that you had infinite time, would you just not do anything? Because what's the point?
Probably.
Deep.
I can't do anything without a deadline. So honestly, yeah, it would probably be like the biggest curse ever.
Imagine how good you could get at things and then like how little it would end up mattering.
Exactly. That's the thing is like, it seems like it would be so great for 5 whole seconds. And then you'd be like, oh, well, maybe not so much.
I think what I would prefer over immortality is invulnerability. Like I would still get old and die, but I couldn't die on accident.
But you do it like Captain America style.
No, I would less like Captain America and more like Wolverine without the
Oh, yeah.
metal skeleton. Or like Superman where he doesn't even get hurt, but without being an alien and having flight and all that stuff. Just like not worrying about injuring myself. And then I could like learn how to do a flip off of a trampoline.
Such lofty
I-
goals.
Fell flat on my back when I was a kid after 2 of my friends did it. And then they left and I was alone and I was like, I could do that too. I'm not scared.
Did you get the wind knocked out of you?
Yeah, I just laid there in my yard. And this is like my parents' yard. So it's like 5.5 acres. So I'm like 2
God.
acres away from my house, just like laying in a field. Like,
Oh no. That's so
at
awful.
least no one sees me.
Right? You're lucky you didn't break your neck.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like break your spine.
Yeah, it's true. It was dumb. Next one. Being beautiful is better than being smart.
It depends what you want in life.
Lots of thinking.
It shouldn't be,
Disagree.
but it's
Disagree.
so
I think being
valuable
smart
today
is
to be
more
pretty.
important. I still think being smart is more important.
Yeah, I personally think being smart is more important. But
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I
Pretty
feel
privilege is the thing.
It's-
I know. No, I just feel like the way I said that was so fucking dickish. I'm
Yes,
just like,
as
oh,
two
I
people
know.
who have
Pretty
obviously
privilege is such a
benefited.
thing. Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry for everybody
2
out
people
there.
and a cave troll.
Devin, talk to us about how it feels to be pretty.
What? No. So you think one of you is the cave troll?
Listen, if anybody gets to be the cave troll, it's definitely me.
That's fair. Also, I'm not fishing or anything. I don't think I'm actually ugly.
No.
But as a well, actually,
Shows
I
what
was
you
about to say
know.
as a
I'm
guy,
just
like
kidding.
it doesn't like cross my mind, but I think pretty privilege is very much still there for like
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I would agree
beautiful
with that.
men too. Like
I think,
to an equal amount.
agree. I think body type, less so, but I think just general attractiveness, absolutely. Like,
Mhm.
I would say that's about this. I don't want to say the same, but I would say it's an important factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like separating attractiveness from physical attractiveness, like you get more off the bat by being physically attractive. Like
Right.
if you have the Adonis jawline or like and piercing blue eyes and stuff, like
Right.
you're just immediately getting more attention.
You're just
than
describing
somebody
Daniel
else.
Craig.
He doesn't have a terrific jawline, but he has
Excuse
piercing
me.
blue eyes.
Excuse me. He has an amazing jawline. I'm going to need you to take that back.
I never looked at it. I couldn't get away from his eyes. Or that scene in Casino Royale where he's strapped naked to a chair. Can't see his jaw. Just see those big bouncing pecs.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I'm going to.
It's a rated PG-13 movie, Sarah.
That went to a place. Oh, man.
I'm going to need you to click on this link and look at his jaw.
Did you just send me a picture of
I sent you a bunch of pictures of Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig?
Look at that jaw.
Yeah, that's a
It's not
jawline.
very chiseled. Okay,
so
it used to
chiseled.
be. It used to be.
Don't
It's not anymore.
Age shame Daniel Craig right now.
He's a good-looking
He
guy.
still has a jawline.
Thank you, Sarah. It's nice to know that two of us have eyes.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a jawline, but he doesn't like he has a good jawline, but he doesn't have like the jawline.
You know what, Devin? He doesn't like you either, I'm sure.
I love Daniel
He
Craig.
even has like the shadow under his jaw.
I
I don't know,
know.
like what
He's a
more do you
beautiful
want, Devin?
man.
What is good enough for you?
He wants
Okay, hold
Timothy
on. Let me
Chalamet,
find
where
it.
it looks like he only has a jaw and like no.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay,
different.
Timothy Chalamet's jaw is actually like too wide. That's why it's so
yeah.
profound.
Timothy Chalamet's
like-
jaw.
And he's
And I
like
don't-
12 and a half,
Yeah,
maybe.
well-
Older than 12, I think.
He's just a skeleton with a bunch of chip clips.
But
clipped
he
on in
is so
strategic
beautiful.
places.
Like I get it.
He's a beautiful man,
Yes.
but like his jaw is like a whole situation. Like,
Yeah, it's a different type of
And
jawline too.
I think
Like
it's
Daniel
because of
Craig
his
has a
chin. I
strong
think it's because
jaw.
his chin like keeps going. He looks like a Tim Burton animator drew him and sprung him to life. Like he's
Yeah.
attractive and like just a little bit creepy.
Yeah, like anatomically, his jawline flays out too
Mhm.
much.
But I mean,
I-
like Tom Holland has kind of like an interesting sculpted. I think it just depends on the person. Like I think like I don't want to say weird because that sounds mean, but like different features or features that are like interesting and not
Interesting
necessarily
is
generic
the key. Yeah,
can be really attractive on the right person.
definitely. That's
yeah.
like what makes
It's
people.
like why some people like really big noses, like
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
which
As
thank
far as
goodness
jaws
Devin
go,
does because
as far as jaws go, I just want to throw out Cavill and Pattinson as contenders, probably.
okay, but that's literally like the same jawline as Daniel Craig is Henry Cavill.
That's fair.
Henry Cavill is just like significantly younger. You're literally just looking
It's
at
true.
a younger version of Daniel Craig, who is more British.
You know who probably has a good jawline? Zac Efron.
Oh, for
Yeah.
I
sure.
haven't looked it up. I'm gonna look it up. Zac Efron jawline. Yeah, that's a jawline.
He honestly, I'm shocked that he wasn't cast as Ken in the Barbie movie, just
I
because I
know.
look at him and I think of a Ken doll, like
I know.
the classic Ken doll that we used to play with when we were little. Like that's literally him. He looks
Down to
almost
the
Yeah.
just like him.
cleft in his chin.
It's creepy. It is
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, he's got a better jawline than Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, but
Just
Ryan
like
Gosling
he
seems
doesn't
like
look
he did a
real.
fantastic job. And I feel like
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling has always been such a like dreamy sex symbol for women.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
he
have
can
no
be
idea
so
why.
he's gonna
Yeah.
be like
Oh
such a goofy
my
little simp
God.
in this movie. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you all
it's
to take a
beautiful.
second and go to Google and look up Ryan Gosling just to see the effect that they put on Google
Oh, I
because he's in the
know.
Barbie
Same
movie.
with Margot Robbie.
Okay, hold on.
It's really
oh my
cute.
God,
Ryan
that's so funny.
Gosling. Oh, Google is pink. Oh my.
Right?
It's so
Everything
adorable.
is pink. It's all flashy and stuff.
Man, they went
Man.
out of their way to do the marketing for this movie. Like, damn.
Yeah,
We-
he
we
and
gotta see
Margot
that
Robbie look
movie.
so tired. Like they need to take like a 6-year
I
nap
know.
after this. Holy shit,
Well,
they've been working.
every day I'm seeing more pictures of premieres, and each day
Yeah.
you can see the bags under their eyes get just
I
a little
know.
bit darker.
Yeah.
like
Like,
they're
this
I do
just
wanna see it,
meaty
What
though.
a
shit
feat
out of
in
this.
marketing. I can't even handle it.
Yeah, I do want to see it. It looks absolutely ridiculous, and I am here for it.
I'm seeing it this weekend at a
Right.
drive-in, and I'm so pumped.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so cool. What's the double feature?
The double feature is something.
It can't be Barbenheimer.
No, I wish. Oh my
It
god.
would be
no,
amazing if it was.
You don't have
given
enough
the
sun,
memes.
like you don't have enough nighttime
God.
for
Yeah,
Barbenheimer.
That would have
be-
been so good, though.
I would do a costume change if it was. I forget what the double feature is. It's No Hard Feelings with Jennifer
Oh,
Lawrence.
The
oh,
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence one.
Lawrence.
That one looks really funny.
Yeah, that one looks like it's taking back like 10 to 15 years to like when those kind of comedies were actually
Yeah.
in theaters and doing well.
Which honestly, like, I'm here for that. I feel like the pandemic kind of brought a very like sad stream of movies, and like we got like the superhero era before the pandemic, and like I would like some refreshingly normal, just
Yeah.
funny things.
I would blame superhero movies more than anything that happened in the
I
pandemic.
thought about that right after I said about the pandemic bringing a bunch of sad stuff. I was like, well, before that though, we were all like obsessed
Yeah.
with Marvel.
Because not only did it make it that like everything has to be a blockbuster to get into theaters,
Yeah.
it was also like everything has to be part of a franchise to
Yeah.
get into theaters as well.
I
It's a
know.
hot
I
mess.
miss
So, like,
just like
things-
a good, subtle indie human interest
Yeah.
story.
You know what was the perfect balance for me? I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but Bullet Train with Brad
Yeah.
Pitt
Oh,
and
yeah, I
Aaron
still
Taylor
didn't see
That
Johnson.
was
that.
such a good movie.
Oh my
I keep
goodness.
forgetting
Gotta
about
watch
that.
it. So good.
I do need to
It's
see
so
that.
refreshing.
So
Oh.
good.
It's on. I think it's on.
Yeah,
Netflix.
it's definitely streaming at this point.
Yeah,
Hunter and
find
I,
it somewhere. It's so good.
yeah, I need to see that. Hunter and I just watched Juno because he never saw it the other night.
Oh wow!
Man,
That's
that
such a
holds
classic.
up. It's so good.
Yeah.
It is so
Wow.
good. I miss those types of movies.
Yeah.
The actress who plays her mom is like one of my favorite actresses in movies
Me
like that. Like how she was
too.
in 10
And-
Things I Hate About You as I can't remember if she was like the school counselor or what, when she was like telling her to be less of a bitch.
Right. She always just like steals the moment.
I
She's
know.
amazing.
Well-
so good.
Isn't J.K. Simmons her dad?
hmm
So like, what a wonderful
I know. It's like
Like,
the perfect pairing.
parent cast.
Yeah. It's
So
so,
good.
Yeah,
good.
the whole movie was very well cast. Like, I don't even like, oh my gosh, I just blanked on his first name. Sarah, whatever his name is.
Oh, Michael Cera.
Michael
Cera.
Cera.
He's
Um,
great in it though. Yeah.
I know, but he's so good in that movie. I just don't like him as an actor.
He's so awkward.
He's and I feel like that's probably why he get cast so
But it
much,
was
because he plays
perfect.
awkward people super well. But like
he felt like a real
just-
high school kid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he seems like he's just never gonna grow up. Like
Yeah.
he's just perpetually 12 years old looking.
Thanks for listening to the Juno Fancast called Only Mostly Thread. If you like us, you can follow us on socials at Only Mostly Thread. Wherever you go, it's the same username and it's super easy. Username or handle? I think it's handle. Anyway, doesn't matter. If you super like us, swipe up. Consider supporting us on Patreon because it really goes a long way towards helping creators make things
Happen.
that they like making. Yes. There are a lot of bonuses that you can get by becoming a patron, just in case you're not into being altruistic and supporting people just to do it. But you can get access to a community Discord, or you can get juicy, wobbly, uncut episodes. And no matter what, you'll get a name shout out at the end of the episodes, just like Evil Dave, Metal Man, and Clifford Favors, who are all not plastic toys, but they're just as hot. I'm still Devin.
I'm still Lily.
Still Sarah.
What is the Nutmaster Declaration?
Oh yeah.
Bigger is not always better. Just Ask a butthole.
Oh my god. Sarah.
I don't know.